Alright, here we go.
I love this setup on Heck with the 1 Korea, 1 Iraq versus 2 Iraqs. They're just fun games to watch and play in.
We were gonna stream the Dazzle versus, or I mean the GR versus who was it? EF games. Oh, well, that was with you.
Oh, yes. That's
But
us, yeah.
we're postponing that till after this
I
game or tomorrow maybe.
Well, Nick's not been on. I've had a few drinks and I usually stay sober for 20 games. I got a preference for not playing, but I will play if Nia comes on,
Okay,
basically. But I
no,
don't
don't.
I can't contact Nick outside of Discord, so I can't really get him on.
Well, don't feel rushed either way. We can play it tomorrow. I know we've had a pretty nice games today. We've had like what 4 games now. This is the 4th series, I
Yeah,
think.
nice.
So
Yeah,
tournaments going, or the winners bracket on the top side is moving along pretty damn nicely nowadays.
yeah, that's going really quick, eh?
Yeah, today's been the day.
Yeah,
All right, so look at that. We see that building on each other's bases again. It looks like Matt's on the top right, but Max is building in his base. And they're top versus bottom right now. So on the top left, we have Matt building in Max's base. On the bottom side,
yep.
Mikoz and Tim staying in their own base. So they're okay with what they see. So top versus bottom. Let's see what's going to happen here. Allied is going air first. Korea.
Oh, did you see that dog block on the bottom right there? So Max has blocked Tim's wall factory from going where it wanted to go.
Oh, right on the edge there, yeah.
Yeah,
So early
early air from
harassment.
Matt.
Yeah, I wonder who's gonna put the flak cannon. Ideally, you want your ally to put the flak cannon there.
That flak was a bit premature, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. He can kill that power, yeah.
That's gonna hurt a lot.
Yep,
Oh,
and
that's a nice.
this is exactly why you want your allied's flak cannon there, because if your power goes low, doesn't really matter.
Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah.
Meanwhile, on the right side, Tim went like 2 miners, and Max went 0. He has 3 tanks at his base, and Tim, all he has is a couple drones to defend. He has 4 miners though.
Top right can do that, can't they? They can just go 0 and
Oh yeah,
pump tanks forever while building their eco.
for sure. Oh, kills one of the
That's got his
drones.
wall factory.
Oh, he only lands
Matt,
1 drone there.
Matt's just sort of hovering around with his air, just stopping stuff happening. It's nice because he's in both players' face at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, right now Miko's definitely needs to bring those tanks. He has 3 tanks sitting at his base. He's not doing anything with them, so just bring them over to your ally. This is what I'm talking about. You know, you have to help out somehow.
Yeah. That's the thing. Often, if your guy's allied, you can often just get away with a couple of sentries, can't you?
Yep.
And just run all of your tanks over the hill.
You only need a couple of them at your base for sure.
Yeah, this early pressure is definitely taken him off guard, isn't it?
Matt does a really good job with his early pressure as allies. He's been playing
And
a
it's
lot more
weird as well
Korea
because
lately.
yeah, because the thing is that after the early pressure, it's not very long before he starts getting Mirage tanks.
Yeah, that's true.
A weird and scary thing to face, I suspect. Ooh, a leap for Max that's just gonna die.
It's not looking good for bottom side right now. Tim's only on 1 miner now, and he's still getting harassed.
Yeah, and Miko's has got no good options for expanding to another ore patch as well. He can't easily go up, but I guess he's going down.
We should do something here. I wonder if it's okay for us to do. I am going to choose Team B next game, and you choose Team A, and we
Yeah.
can see what they're talking about. You know, we can probably mention if they
Yep.
communicate with each other, type thing.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if either of them are doing voice.
Yeah, yeah. Also, we'll know for sure if they're saying anything.
Yep. Who are you gonna pick then?
It doesn't matter, either one.
Cool. I'm impressed with Matt's economy management. I mean, he's got so many eagles and he's got a decent tank count.
Yeah, he does. One of the things that he does good is he doesn't sacrifice his units as much. Oh god, look at his tanks right now as I say that. So he did lose a couple Rocketeers at the start, but that was because that extra flag kind of catch him off guard. But Eagles, he hasn't lost one Eagle all game this game.
Yeah, that's
Usually,
really
like
nice.
in pressures like this, you'll lose like an Eagle, sometimes even two. So him having him alive for the entire game is already a feat of its own.
Yeah. It'd be nice if it gave you the uptime on eagles, because Korea, the uptime on the eagles is really important. How quickly you get them back in the air.
That's
It
true,
feels
yeah.
like Matt's probably got quite a good uptime on those eagles because they've been everywhere.
Yeah, even when they were in shooting, they were at least hovering around, kind of controlling the place.
Yeah, true.
So game one going to team one.
I'm going to be back in 1 second.
Okay. You were AFK for a beat there, Mikos. Were you canceling Order of Strippers?
Back.
Yeah. Does that mean offensive?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, we did notice Miko's kind of sitting around there for a little bit. Looks like Matt noticed it as well. He kind of just did what he wanted. There was no pressure on him at all.
Should we
Oh,
pick
yes.
teams then? Shall I go on Miko's and Tim?
Okay.
Okay.
Veto. All right, next map.
Oh, sweet, Dorado.
Oh, yeah. I didn't pick this during my match, too. I completely forgot. And it's one of my favorite maps during this tournament. Where is
Yeah,
it
it's
at?
fun, eh?
Oh, I put desert. This is nice. Actually, Tim showed really that he does not like this map. The last time we played, he kind of mentioned how frustrated he was at this shit map. He said, quote unquote.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm surprised that they ended up choosing this map. But okay, I'm down for it.
I think, to be honest, I think Tim might use his veto on this one.
You think so? He can't veto his own teammate.
Maybe. You know.
He says no way.
It's kind of a cool map as well, I think, for America because of all of the different kind of choke points that you can then power into control if you're that kind of player.
Yeah, you'd
Oh
think
no, it's
so.
not Korea.
Matt said that he didn't like it as allies that much during the first times that
Okay.
we were playing it, but Berg did make some adjustments and he edited the map a little bit more toward favoring
Oh,
allies. And then after that, I think Matt's been okay with it.
Does it make ore worth twice as much if your name has more than 4 W's?
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
If you reach like 7 W's, I think you get a bonus as well.
So you've got Max and Matt.
Yeah,
See,
so we'll find out
I would
right
have
now
thought
whether
that.
they're on mic or not.
Yeah.
Player defeated.
TVB.
Yeah, it looks like they are chatting. They are not in mics right now. It looks like Matt is communicating that he's going air, and Max says K.
And he does it in global because I saw that too.
There you
Or at
go.
least I saw Max's response anyway.
Oh, okay, okay. I was gonna say that's really cocky. They don't really care. You'd expect it though, right? Kind of what he's been doing as Korea. You don't really want to go Korea if you're not gonna go air early on either. Kind of the early pressure of Korea really makes up for the later game of Korea's play.
Yeah. I've got this. Oh, yep. Air Force first. I'm not seeing any chat, to be honest, between Mikos and Tim.
Hmm.
I don't think that proves they're on mic, but maybe. But then if you're not used to playing with a teammate or doing voice chat, I think going on mic takes a little bit of getting used to
Yeah,
before
maybe.
it's an advantage, I think.
Beacon
Oh,
detected.
someone else.
All right, so he gets a drone in to one of his miners on the bottom left there. They did go miners though, so that early air of Korea
Oh,
works. Oh, what did he kill him? Oh, no, no, no. He's still there.
wow.
He's saving it too. Wow.
Hey,
That was
woof
close.
woof.
Yeah, whoop whoop.
Oh, Tim's figured out a decent build here. Then he's moved pretty early to the second level, whereas Max has got all 5 miners on the top patch. Oh, he's stretching down. Okay.
Two war factories already for Max. And he's on 5 miners, so he's sitting really good, comfortable right now on eco-wise and tanks. And that's the outcome of the early pressure with the Korea.
Yeah, they've got no answer because they can't pressure themselves at the moment, so they've got to play this kind of a longer game, haven't they, at bottom?
Yeah. I feel like if they combine their tanks, though, I think that they'd come out on top here. If they kind of do like combined attack.
Who would they target here?
Whoever takes the bait. I'd say it's
Yeah.
easier to go toward the Soviet guy because it's, in my opinion, easier to defend the Allied tanks. So if he decides to like base trade you, you can defend with like a few tanks at your base, or maybe make a couple drones, some sentry
Oh,
guns.
yeah. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, because naturally you're thinking go and squash the Allied guy, but true.
Right here, they can sandwich this right here pretty good if they really wanted to. This would be the time, you know, combined attack right here. It looks
Oh,
like
Miko's
Mikos is just sitting over here though. I don't know why he's just stalling with his tanks. Looks like Max taking out Tim's tanks, comes out on top here. He might snipe that miner there. Ooh, might snipe 2 miners now since Tim built another miner there. Oh, here comes
the
Miko's
other
now.
miner is for defense.
Miko decides to finally help out, but
But
he's
Matt is
going
now
back.
gonna, yeah. I like this deso from Tim in Miko's miners. That's quite nice. Oh, he's
Bringing it back.
Got a walk now, but yeah.
That's not looking good for Tim now. He only has 3 tanks versus look how many tanks that Max has. He's on 3 war factories, so he's just pumping out a shitload of tanks. There's no way that Tim can keep up with all these tanks now. So Mikos needs to do something quick. Because slowly but surely they're going to end up dying.
Max actually got, I think, 7 miners. He's actually moved to the right. Or
Ooh, very close tank fight there. Mikos and Matt on the left side. Looks like Matt's going to come out on top there, though. Looks like on the bottom side. Yeah, Max is coming out on top, so not looking good for Team Unibet.
they're going to have to figure out some strategy where they can control the game, I think, because the reactive thing isn't working out for them. So they're going to have to dictate the pace somehow.
Yeah, and I think that Tim's going to be the one that takes the initiative, and he's going to go allies next game, in my opinion. I think that that's what I'm going to lean to.
Yeah.
Depends on what map you pick.
To dictate the pace with allies. Oh, nice.
Yeah, Tim's allies are pretty good too.
I've seen them once, I think.
You can definitely match Matt's allies.
Sweet. And it's their map pick next as well. I'm getting ahead of myself.
Yeah, you're probably right though. I mean, it's looking pretty bad here. It just SO'd his tanks there too.
Him doing a solid job defending here. And I think Tim actually had a deso over at Miko's base earlier as well, and that was quite a lot earlier than we mentioned it before. But if Miko's are potentially, if they as a team had used that to get Miko's tanks all over to the right hand side of the map, because there's no way that Matt can pressure that with tanks then if there's a deso there.
Yes. I saw that too. I think that that's what Tim's head was at. I think Tim was thinking that same thing that you just mentioned, which is what I said. I think that Mikos just doesn't follow through with like some of that stuff, you know? He doesn't see it as 2v2 players would see that.
Yeah, and assuming that they're on voice comms, I guess. But then jumping into 2v2 if you're a 1v1 player at the start is so out of your comfort zone, I find. I think. It's been a long time.
Yeah, no, it really is though. It's just your mentality is always more on like, I need to beat my guy, you know? Whereas you're not seeing that your guy is actually 2 people in this case, you know? So you need to beat both of them. Look at Tim's base, for example. Early on, you know, he had 2 flat cannons that he already put on. So he's already wasting 2k out of his own money. And it doesn't seem like you're supporting your teammate, you know? So your teammate's already spending all this money on an opponent that he shouldn't have to be facing, technically speaking, you know what I mean? So that's why you have to take initiative and help him out.
Oh, I see. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And of course, Matt didn't have any tanks at the beginning, so what are your tanks doing when they're just sitting at base, you know? Your teammate's getting harassed by tanks and your tanks are just at base.
Yeah, I think.
But it's a lot easier to say. I faced these guys not too long ago and they did the same thing to us, and some games almost felt like you were just trapped, you know, like you want to go help your teammate, but the air is there, you know, you got jets coming at you, you got rockets coming at you, and you can only dodge so much before your tanks just start getting sniped off.
Yeah. Yeah. So either Tim's going to go allies, like you were saying, or they've got to figure some way to work as a team to enable Miko's to beat his guy, basically. Focus on the 1v1 game, I think.
Yeah, I think Tim going allies in this case would be the best idea for that to happen.
If
Nah,
they're both Soviets, do they pick a rush map? Because if they do pick a rush map, I think there's a decent chance that they can get it as close as possible to 2-1v1s. And I don't actually know what a rush map would be.
they can. I think divide and conquer might be okay to do something like that. Um,
True, yeah.
Not sure if it'll work out. I think Matt went Korea on divide and conquer as well. So unless they do another like top versus bottom on TOE or something.
Yeah, that's a really good bet. Actually, to be fair, TOE you can pick spots. Yeah,
So yeah, I guess so.
so you could technically pick top versus bottom.
Oh, South
In fact,
Pacific.
you can technically you can technically pick both the middle spots.
That's true. Yeah, yeah. I guess. I think Miko's would do okay in that.
Yeah. Although he might want to switch up some of the dogs. Oh wow, nice, cool.
We haven't seen this map in this tournament yet. At least
Seen
not
Tim's
not in my
Twitch
games.
though.
All right, so Tim is going allies here.
Yeah.
Did I think I put this as random spots slash.
I thought it was either, but
Yeah,
I'm
I think I did both.
slightly. Oh yeah, okay.
South Pacific. It's both.
Oh, okay. So since it's random now, Tim's actually going back to Soviets. That makes some sense to me. Actually, this nullifies some of the advantage of the 2v2ers over the 1v1ers, I think, because of the narrow bit in the middle. I heard something there, but I think I might have lost you.
It's Frank. Frank is in here.
Oh yeah, okay. Hello, Frank.
Well,
Sounds more like the ghost of Frank.
sounds like a defeated Frank to me. Welcome to the commentary, Frank. Did you want to join the game? Commentate? All right, good talk. You let me know when you're ready. All right, so Tim does go back to allies now that he knows that he's going to be on the same sides.
Oh yeah.
Did you guys? I remember. Well, little little history lesson for those who are watching and don't know exactly who Fonger is. Fonger, in my opinion, was probably one of the best 2v2 players at a certain point as well. I think that 2v2s have had like eras. There was an early era where Wool. We're not gonna talk about Wool, right? But there was a lot of era with like Scandi and like Foxy and Fabi and all this stuff. In Xwiz, there was Mikey and Gaz for a while. Then it was Tommy and fucking Tommy and Tommy with 3D, and then Joku and us and Sexy. And there was a point where Fonger and Shozen one were probably the most sexiest clanners that there was. They were unbeatable, and I think that you guys won how many rank ones? Like you guys got bored of I think getting so many rank ones
Wow.
that you guys stopped playing.
I love listening to you talk. Keep going.
Oh no, well it's
Um,
it's the truth. It's the
we,
truth.
I think we got like three rank ones or something like that, and a few rank twos. It wasn't quite as good as you're making it out, but I
No,
appreciate it.
I think it was because I remember playing you guys, and I remember there was very hard games, and you or Zen were playing. I think it was you who was playing like really remarkably good allies, which I didn't know you as an allied player. I always when I used to play you, I used to play you, and you would be Soviets, but you were playing so well. I think you guys had really good chemistry. I don't know what it was, but your guys' chemistry is what made your guys' gameplay so well. You guys helped each other so much. Uh, Whether you guys got rank 2 or rank 1 or whatever, your guys' gameplay was there as far as like one of the top, in my opinion, 2v2 players that goes in the eras of this game, you know?
Oh, nice. We jumped on TeamSpeak quite early on. So I was living in New Zealand at the time, so I'd get up at like 4 o'clock in the morning on a work day because I had to go to work at like 6 or 6:30 or 6.
Oof.
But and then we play a bunch of TV2s, and it was really good. It's but yeah, TeamSpeak made a big difference for us because Zen would basically tell me what to do, and I just do what Zen said.
Yeah.
He was if you played against us where there was a Korea player who would go air, that was pretty much always Zen. Zen handled him.
Motherfucker. Motherfucker.
Hey, Frank.
He comes in and out. I don't know if he knows he's there. Oh, but yeah, that's good. So you guys had strats that you guys knew needed to be done during certain types of games. So for example, if you guys were playing against Max and Matt right now, Zen would go earlier every time, right?
Honestly, I don't know, because Zen was definitely very much a career player when it was against double Soviets, but against allies, we'd often go double Soviets. Because I don't think Zen was that much of a fan of America. I don't remember him playing America very much. Yeah, usually he'd pick Korea if it's double Sovs, and I think we both picked Iraq usually when it was when there was an allied on the other team. Because I don't think Zen was a huge fan of allied versus allied. I think he liked the difference, having a different thing on each team.
Got you.
But yeah, to be honest, as far as strategy and tactics goes, I just did what I was told.
Well,
But
then there you go. Whatever it was working out for you guys. So
it was good fun. I enjoyed that. Sam as well, I think, was a really good 2v2 player, like one of the best that I managed to tag along with later on. He got
absolutely.
really good.
I was super lucky to have him as my teammate, and he was one of the reasons why we got so many rank ones. Him and Adam, of course. But yeah, I
Nice.
agree with Samo, man. Samo was Allied, Korea, America, even fucking just Iraq. You know, he was a
Yep.
monster.
Yep.
Uh, I talked to him recently. I told you, right? Yeah, he considered coming back this time around.
Ooh.
He was playing PUBG at the time. He's like, who's playing? Yeah, I
PUBG.
did tell you. I did talk to you about that. I
Yeah,
remember.
yeah, I think so. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because he laughed when I told him you were teaming with Nick. Yeah. I remember you.
Player defeated.
Yeah, me and Nick are old teammates from EF
I remember. I was
as
there.
well. Of course, yeah.
What the fuck was I like Z 2222222 Z on EF back in the day?
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I've forgotten, I'll be honest, but look at Matt. Matt's fucked.
Oh
No,
shit.
he's not. No, he's not, because that's his teammate. Okay,
Okay,
never
okay,
mind.
okay. I was gonna say, damn, they're not building toward each other.
Yeah.
All right, so a nice left versus right with him as Korea. We're gonna see a shitload of Jets this time, but this time I think that right side has a better chance of defending that air with flak cannons.
Yeah.
I think it's harder for
And also,
for the Jets to go around.
oh yeah, I see. Yeah, yeah. And the team on the left are close enough to each other that this game, Mikos can pretend it's just a 1v1 against a double strength opponent,
True.
which I think Mikos can handle
Yeah, I think so
because he is
too.
quite good. He'll make enough dogs and tanks.
Oh, first flag comes out. First flag is out. Oh, nice little sentry gun behind the war factory there. Mikos tries to snipe that little miner. Drone dies immediately.
Nice.
Eek. This is another one there.
Mikos has made a miner here, so he doesn't have enough tanks to help Tim.
He's gonna lose this miner.
That's so good. And not only has he just lost the miner, he's going to lose this power as well.
Yeah, I don't know about that flak cannon where he placed it there. He should have that flak cannon near his war factory so it can cover that whole radius. Here, the
Yeah,
radius of this isn't the greatest position.
Oh, a miner full of gems as well going down there.
Eesh. Yeah, this does not look good anymore.
And these guys are all really, really good players. It's amazing to see the teamwork of Max and Matt making it look like there's that much of an imbalance between how good they are. And I guess they are. There is that they're showing that they've got another level of team play.
Absolutely, yeah. I agree with that.
So Matt only. Oh no! And look, Matt's got enough tanks as well. See, you know how noobs say that you're hacking when you just run in with like 10 tanks
Yeah.
for a couple of minutes. That's what I want to say that Matt is doing.
How do you have Rockies? How do you have Jets? And how do you have a fuckload
Yeah.
of tanks with only 3 miners? Oh, now he has a 4th
And
miner.
he hasn't even sold.
Yeah. Yeah, the thing is too, Tim, I think he had a rally point toward Max's base, and he lost, I think, a couple things before they he got to control him.
Player defeated.
Who had a rally point?
Tim Green.
Okay.
Player
Yeah.
defeated.
Well, I mean, he didn't have a chance to control his units anyways. As soon as the flag came out and ran toward the rally point, it got killed right next to its war factory before he even got a chance to run away.
Yeah.
Damn. So far we got a 3-0. Pretty one-sided at the moment. They need to do something different. They need to really, really rework their strategies.
Yeah.
Tim has to, yeah. Tim
Were
has
you
to go.
surprised?
What was that?
Oh yeah. I was going to ask if you were surprised that Tim hadn't gone allies on that map.
Yeah, I'm surprised he hasn't gone allies. He needs to somehow match Matt's allies because Matt's doing whatever he wants right now.
Yeah. See what Mikoz is having trouble with, from what it looks like, now is what I have trouble with when I'm playing Soviets. I just don't feel like I can keep up with the allies. The allies run around me, so I sort of switch back to allies because it's the only way I can keep up.
Yeah, and
So at least I've
sometimes,
got
yeah,
some Rockies that can run around.
sometimes that's the best decision. Yeah. I switched to, or I swapped to allies as well. I think on game 2 against Matt+Max.
I think I was commenting that, and I reckoned that you should have stuck with it more because that seemed such a natural sort of fit for the play style that you were doing
I
because
need
it
to.
worked really well.
I worked good on that game, but I need to practice it more because you saw the next game. I think I stayed as allies and I ended up getting poopied on. So I just need a little more practice with it so I can feel comfortable at least. On Heck, I feel alright. I feel pretty comfortable with it. But on other maps, like these guys, they feel really comfortable. Marsh, for example, he can deal with a lot of rushes. You know, he wants people to rush him. Jungle. Okay.
But you used to switch to allies a fair bit. I mean, I thought it was almost half and half. You go America and Iraq back in the
Yeah.
day.
Back then, I used to play allies way more than I do now. Back in
Yeah.
WoW, I used to play allies and only allies actually.
Okay. Yeah.
I was one of those fuck Soviet player guy.
Yeah. America.
Yeah, America. Yeah, exactly. All right, I guess they're picking jungle.
There's no team chat again, by the way, um, between Tim and Miko's that last game.
Yeah, this last
So
game either,
the two,
Matt.
yeah.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Oh well, the two possibilities are A, they're on mic, or B, they're too much 1v1 players to know what the backspace key does.
Yeah, well, Tim and I mean Matt and Max haven't said much in that last game either. But I think that they aren't on mic because they were talking on Dorado. They had mentioned the whole going early air and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, true. Yep.
But they've played enough with each other. They kind of know what to expect from each other, I guess.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I was never on voice with Samo, but I think I better accept. I think basically all I did when I was playing with Samo was wait for him to win.
Yeah, it's kind of that's kind of what I did too, man. Wait for him to win or wait for him to beat my guy and then beat his guy.
Yeah. But some combinations seem to have really
Player
good sort of, when you're like say double Soviets and you both got your tanks in roughly the same place. Some combinations of players have such great shared tank control that they're just one big blob.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
And that's what I was talking about. There's some people who have that chemistry who know, like, you don't even have to communicate with each other, but it almost, like you said, looks like they move like left and right as one big unit. And there's times where those teams that don't have that chemistry, like, they'll just split up completely, like, and then they end up getting their own, like, half of their tanks sniped off by two teams.
Yeah.
Our ally
Yeah,
is
the,
under
the
attack.
blob ones are a good example of good chemistry. So Matt is communicating that he's gonna go 0, by the way, and then he changed his mind and said, "Okay, never mind, I'll go 1."
Oh, he's making a war factory this game.
Yeah, so he is Soviets, and Tim stayed as allies this game.
Oh, I see. Oh, they're both Soviets. Yeah, okay.
Oh.
Corners as well. Oh, is he going 1 on corners then? Matt is.
He communicated that right now. I don't know if he's actually gonna commit. Ooh, he gets that drone in as well on Miko's. The miner ran away from the drone too, but the drone didn't care. He just fucking ran through the gems and jumped in anyways.
Yeah.
Yo, Frank, are you aware that you're in this chat?
Our ally is under attack.
Miko's just saving the miner and
Oh, here comes the tank though.
No.
Oh, he sees it. He
Four
spots it.
tanks. Look at that though. He's gone a miner. He's got his drone in. He's gone a miner, or at least he said he was going to go a miner, which he has.
Huh?
And he's got Miko's on the defensive because he's droned him and he's scared him that he's going to kill his miner.
Yep.
That's really nice. Miko's only got a 1. Oh, he's got a 2 tank advantage at the top, right? But Matt's got a bit of fodder.
And with
Matt
the sentry
literally
guns.
has more dogs than Miko's.
What?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, it looks like that drone really fucked him up then. The fact that he's not making dogs, it kind of psychologically fucked him up.
Yeah.
On the right side, here's a little push by Max.
Sorry.
Just kind of pushes through that paradrop. Doesn't really care. Just kind of takes it out. Usually that's what you bait into as an ally.
Detected.
Ooh, the drone dies.
Miko's must have made another miner because he's now got 4, whereas previously he had 2, and he didn't have enough time to build 2 refineries. I think he's done a catch up. I think.
Built another miner from the war factory there.
I think so. Yeah.
I didn't see it there.
Our ally is under attack.
A lot of dogs from Tim.
Miko's looks like he's ahead here.
Oh wow.
If he snipes these tanks off, he can
Our ally is
kill some of these miners down.
Oh, that's lovely.
Oh, he's gonna go for the war instead of the miners. He does have another war though. He's gonna go for the second war factory. Oh, little ramp action going on there. I don't think it matters though. There's no other units that are shooting the war factory.
Our ally is under attack.
Now
It's
he's
really
gonna go.
difficult with that whole ramp thing.
Our
Fine.
ally is under attack.
Yeah, to dictate whether it's an actual alt or not.
Yeah, and yeah, it'd be nice to patch it out.
Under attack.
Oh, he was able to drop another war factory down there.
Our ally
Meanwhile, on the bottom side, Miko's has been losing his base to Max. He's gonna lose his MCV. He has no war factory. Oh, he puts down a war factory at the last second. Oh, that's horrible.
Wow.
That elite tank gets droned at the last second there.
Another drone. Another drone in Miko's miner.
Yeah. Here comes another drone. Actually, he needs to make a depot of 100%. He gets another miner.
ally is under attack.
Meanwhile, on the bottom side though, Tim doing alright. He's not doing too bad against Matt.
Yeah, he's been bullying him around a little bit.
Yeah. Max did send 3 tanks, which helped out a lot on the right side. Basically, Matt was already dead. Those 3 tanks that Max sent made Mikoz fall back. So Matt's still in the game with 5 miners and a war factory. So he's still completely fine if you really think about it.
Yeah, nice. And there are no Rockies that can touch him because. Oh, hang on.
Tim has 3 war factories though. So he's looking really good on his side. Now Mikoz can push in. Oh.
Those
4 war
Grizzlies are not
factories.
like
Look at
Four
Tim's base. He has 4, yeah. So he's basically playing allies to play it like Soviets, kind of.
Yeah, yeah. I love it.
No Rockies, just using the paradrops as his only support as
So
allies.
good. And he's winning his tank fights on the left as well.
Yeah.
While, yeah.
Honestly, just
Right.
it looks like going allies just to prevent Matt from going allies is a good strategy too. You don't have to be
Yeah.
good with allies, just make sure that Matt doesn't go allies. Because
Yeah.
Matt provides too much support when he's as allies. This way you kind of contain him.
Player defeated.
So did Matt decide not to play allies because Tim picked allies?
Yeah,
Is that the reasoning?
I want to say yes because Matt loves playing allies on jungle. Every time we've played him on jungle, he always goes allies. So the only reason he wouldn't go allies is because Tim went allies. But now that he lost, I think he's gonna continue going as allies. Maybe he was forcing Tim to go Soviets, and then he was gonna go allies. That whole little game of I'm allies, you're Sov. Okay, now you're Sov, now I'm allies type thing.
Yeah.
Didn't work out though. Oh, heck again, nice.
So is Tim happy with allies here as well then? Because
Oh yeah, dude, he's
I'm
good.
interested. Because a lot of the time you'll get an allied player who's extremely good against Soviets, where their weak spot is the allied versus allied.
I guess we'll
So
find out how
maybe,
good he is.
yeah, I'm interested in if Tim sticks with the allied thing here.
All right, guys. So 3-1. We're jumping on to game number 5 here.
If I was playing against Matt, I would pick allies 100% of the time because that's where I think my best shot would be. Because it's too hard to beat the. Yeah, there we go. He's picked it. Nice.
Ooh.
It's loading, maybe. I think Max might have dropped here.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
I also thought, Zane, that he was going to target the miners, but it looked like him targeting the war factories was probably a good idea as well. Uh, Matt was, oh, this he didn't load, huh? Matt was pretty quick on
Yeah.
making the, I think he made 2 extra war factories back to back to back, so he was able to land that extra war factory right before his MCV died. But Zane, I think I would have done the same thing, man. I would have attacked the miners. But I'm not saying that Mikoz did. I think that Mikoz did the better play, in my opinion, now.
One sec.
Yeah, no worries. For sure. If you lose miners, obviously you don't want to lose miners. Well, what if you lose your war factory and your MCV? I agree with you, Zane. Like I said, I think there may be both ways that you can play this. I think both are viable and both would have been a good idea. I think it's just your preference. Sometimes you can fuck up their eco, or other times you can just fuck up their buildings and completely get them out of the game.
back.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
Bros, lick my channel.
What's the channel?
Alright, here we go, here we go. A rematch on Heck. Looks like they're all on board. No vetoes on this yet. Score is 3-1. We had a little break there, but we are going into our next game now.
I think this allies versus allies against Matt is going to be key, like you were saying. I'm stealing your point, Ed.
I think so too, man. Let's find
Yeah.
out. See if it works out really good. I'm telling you, Tim's allies are underrated. I think he plays really good allies. So
Yeah.
hopefully he proves me right. I want to see him do really good this game. Oh shit! Wait, did Max didn't load last time, and I don't think I changed anything this time. That was my fault.
Maybe he needs to restart his. I don't know if that's how it works, but
Wait, did I enable brutal AI last time?
I don't remember. We had this really bad in one of the earlier series today.
Or it just wasn't loading?
It just did the same thing over and over. People had to restart and all sorts. I don't know what the deal was, but yeah. Oh, nice.
There we go. Yeah. So clicking, I guess, the brutal AI off and on, sometimes it works. If not, the destroyable bridges or whatever. As long as you change the setting, I don't know.
Yeah, nice. Is this the same as first game with top versus bottom?
It looks like it is, and they're doing the exact same thing on the top right.
Wow.
Max is switching, and Matt is switching. Bottom side, they're doing the same thing actually. Looks like Tim is taking the left side, so we're going to see both allies on the left side and both Soviets on the right side this game.
I think kind of good for bottom then, because Tim's allies are probably going to prefer facing Matt's allies. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's the better bet. I think that Tim, because he's going to be the support here in this case, and Matt is also the support. I think it's better for Tim to be the support, because he's stronger and especially as allies, you know.
Yeah.
So he will probably prevent Matt from harassing Mikos so much, whereas I don't think that Mikos can prevent Matt from harassing Tim. So yeah, you're right. I think him mirroring the allies is good.
I think what's going to happen is Max goes 0 again, maybe, and Miko's... No, sorry. There's a minor. Okay.
Yeah, minors. Early IFV for Tim. Gonna use it for harassment or 2 IFVs?
Oh, that's interesting. But maybe he was assuming that there would be an AFC. Maybe he got anti-scouted and assumed the
Our ally
AFC.
is under attack.
Could be. Max on the bottom right though does land a drone on Mikos once again. I think Mikos has been droned every single game this game.
Our ally is under attack.
Nice little harassment still. 3 IFVs. He did go 0 then. He went IFVs first and then now he has tanks out. And Matt went minor. Wait, did Matt go 2 minors and Tim go 1 minor then? Is that what happened?
I think that's probably what's happened.
Okay. I don't know if the IFVs are paying off. I think a minor would have been better than the IFVs, but later on they might work out if he doesn't lose them. So, oh, tank's gonna get picked off here. Nope, it just walks right through. Didn't even get shot. Alright, so it looks like on the right side, both players just kind of building up, just kind of running around in front of each other. Somebody asked me.
IFV?
Oh, both of them
Yeah,
have IFVs. Somebody asked me one day. I think they asked me on one of my YouTube videos why we move our tanks back and forth while they're attacking. Like, for example, if you look at the right side, look at what they're doing. They're literally just moving their tanks back and forth. But once they get close to each other, they pull back. They won't want to fight. And they asked me, why do you guys do that so much? What's the reasoning behind doing this? And my answer to that was, I told him it was kind of like boxing. You never stand still. You know, you always kind of move. You always stay on your toes, type thing, and you wait for that right moment to attack. One of the moves, your opponent might fuck up on his tanks. You know, like you might be a tank that's free or that's open. You can snipe off. But that's one of the reasons why you just move back and forth, and waiting for that right opening.
Yep, that's exactly what I reckon as well. Like, you're just waiting for them to make a mistake. And to be fair, you can wait for them to make a mistake, or you can sort of make it more likely by, you know, moving your tanks around into weird positions so that they feel like they have to react, like you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. And right now, Max has no fodder, so Mikos is in a good position right there. Meanwhile, on the left side,
Yeah, right.
it's a lot of Rockies. Both players have a lot of Rockies. So Team Unibet, a little bit different than what we were seeing in the earlier games. We saw Matt and Max in their opponent's base, and now we're seeing Tim and Mikos both in their opponent's base.
Yeah. Oh, is this good for Miko's though? That feels like, oh, he's going to pick some tanks for free here.
Oof. Oof. Mikos just, I think he just threw the game there by doing that.
Some of his tanks went the wrong path around the right-hand side.
Oh, I see. I didn't get to see that fight. I was looking at the left side there for a second. I just see that he comes out with a shitload of tanks. Meanwhile, on the left side though, it looked like Tim lost his little battle against Matt anyways. Oof. Just like that. Looks so good for both players, and then just like that, both players end up losing their shit.
Feels bad, man. Just like that. With the move up and the... Yeah. It was looking nice. I think if he'd kept his distance...
You're alive, Frank? You there? What? I don't know what's going on with you, dude. Are you okay?
I think Frank's drunk. I think he's got drunk after the games earlier.
Yeah. sounds like it.
Player defeated.
I hope that Tim doesn't get discouraged by this loss, and he sticks to allies, because this is best bet. This has been the closest game so far, at least from the games that were happening earlier.
Yeah.
The other ones were a little more one-sided. So 4-2-1 in favor of Team 1.
Yeah, I guess just a little premature from Miko's moving up through those trees. He could have maybe continued to exploit the fact that he owned the low ground there, and that Max had to move down through the trees to get to his second level.
Yeah. If he kept that positioning, and again, I like to split a lot. He had the map control. He had the positioning where he needed to be. He even had the tank advantage, and he had the fodder advantage. When you have that, you don't have to force yourself into these miners. You can split off like 3 tanks. I think if he split off like 3 tanks to the left side to Matt's base, it would have helped out Tim a shitload too, you know? Tim could have been harassing Matt. They could have double teamed. That's just my opinion, throwing it out there.
Yeah.
But he chose to just run into his miners, I guess. What map do they want? I'll be right back.
Yeah, I like the... Yeah, cool. I will also be right back.
It's not me. It's my team.
Alright, I'm back.
It's fucking awful. He's so
Heartland.
fucking bad. He lags. Lags?
So I just kind of moved this just in case he doesn't know that he's in stream and he's gonna say some dumb stuff. All right,
Yo, sorry, back.
cool. Here we go. I moved this, by the way, just so you're aware. No more Frank in here. I just feel like he doesn't really know that he's in there. He might say some stuff, you know.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
Player defeated.
All Soviets.
Good old Heartland. Oh, and we're gonna see some fucking dog luck here. Looks like on the right side, Miko's against Matt. On the left side, we have Tim against Max. So, one oil for each side. Wonder who takes it. Bottom has an advantage on that oil, and I think that top side has an advantage on the top oil. Just because they're closer, so their dogs get there quicker, but it's all on luck. Ooh,
Look how Matt's playing. He's being so defensive with 5 dogs.
yeah.
Oh wow.
I was gonna say on the South Pacific when we used to play like top versus bottom positions on that, I would make like 6 or 7 dogs, man. I would always want to get that center secured.
Yeah.
All right, so Orange takes it. So Matt takes it for his team on this one, and Max takes it for his team. God, so they both get oils. Jesus, it's gonna look pretty bad for Tim and Mikos.
Our
But
ally
that's
is
rough
under
and
attack.
Miko's. I can't see any of Miko's dogs. He's got one.
He doesn't even make a drone. He goes straight tank. Wait, nobody makes a drone. Why is that? Oh wait. Yeah, I just didn't see it. Looks like Tim does have a drone out here. Ooh,
I think Heartland can be quite difficult to drone on. I think, especially
yeah,
on the right side.
you're probably right. Tim sells MCV. He has an engineer, I believe, in that flak, and he's going. Oh, we got Matt
Oh,
chasing.
that's so good.
Mikos needs to go in quick. He's losing his miners. Mikos, don't stop your tanks.
Ow.
You gotta do it. So Tim loses one
Our
miner,
ally is under attack.
but Matt
he
might
gets
lose the
drone.
base. He kills that drone too. Oh, it's not looking good.
Beacon detected.
Wait a minute.
Our ally is under attack.
Oh, he's got the wool factory.
Yeah, and he has no MCV now. Oh shit! And he got he injured Top's MCV. Miko's injured Max's MCV. Oh shit! From looking really good by getting the oils to looking really bad now.
Oh, that's so good. Did he have an NG in that flag?
I think or Tim had an injury on the flag and he took the oil, but then Miko's just walked an engineer, I believe, to Matt's base or Max base.
So Miko should now really go up to kill
Our
off
ally is under attack.
Max, shouldn't he?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I guess maybe he doesn't
He
have to.
doesn't really have to finish Matt off, but either way, I don't think Max can take this anymore. Oh,
This drone
yeah.
chasing the flag.
Yeah, it has an engineer in there. It looks like
Oh.
loses the drone, loses the engineer, loses the tank, and then gets a miner droned. Max is getting a shitload of pain right now.
I feel slightly bad, but I love seeing underdogs win or people come back in series.
Yeah, it's always
Oh
good to see.
no! Don't. He's gonna lose that.
He sacrifices most of his tanks for that. Not sure if that's the best trade.
Yeah.
Our ally is
He had to do
Nice.
something though, so.
player defeated.
So Mikoz and Tim making it a dirty fight. Not dirty,
Player
dirty, but
defeated.
quick.
Turns out that they can play with some engineers as well.
I don't think that Matt switching to Iraq is as effective as Tim switching to allies.
Not at all. I think it gets closer when Tim switches to allies, and I think it gets worse for Team 1 when Matt switches to Sobs.
Yeah.
Yeah, he realizes it. It was a very risky play there, sending all his units to Tim's base. Miko's, I think that if one of those drones, because he made 2 drones when Miko's was about to get his base. Miko's killed both of those drones. I think if he would have killed one of
Nice.
his tanks, then I think that Matt would have been able to hold. Sorry. Oh, caverns, okay. But yeah, Miko's
I
killed
think
both of those.
maybe Matt had seen how Miko's tended to in the 2v2s kind of stay in his base, but I don't think that he realized that that was more of a 2v2 thing. So when it was a 1v1 with him against Miko's on the right, Miko's isn't going to stay in his base. He's gonna go and press.
Yeah, I needed just that.
Oh, I've got to accept. Yeah.
All well played by both teams. So far, it's a good series, 4-2 in favor of Team 1. Miko's and Tim do not want to give this series up without a good fight. They might even make a comeback here.
Yeah, I'd love to see that.
I don't care who wins as long as we go to a game 13.
Yeah. Yeah, I think both of these teams have got a good chance of being in the finals.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Who do you play next? I think. Oh, I've got a out F4.
I don't know. I have to go down the line. I think we have like 3 series we're waiting on. But
Oh, right.
ours is looking a little weird though because we have Team WM who kind of forfeited the tournament and they're down there. So I'm gonna give whoever has to play them a bye, so they'll jump to the next round.
Of course. Yeah, yeah.
Oh shit, I got internal this time. Jesus.
Oh, that's unlucky.
Wait, did you guys end up loading?
Well, everyone else was loading, yeah, but I've
Oh.
out F4'd.
Destroyable bridges. Uncheck this.
I guess this is one of those maps where it actually matters whether that's on.
Where what?
Destroyable bridges is on or not.
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter. All right. Oh shit. Actually, there is a bridge.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Yeah, because there's that one bridge that no one's ever gonna blow up anyway, but
That's true. It never fucking gets used even. All right, let's try this again. See if it works.
Multi-NG.
It'd be hilarious if they actually abuse that. The fact that they can't destroy that bridge and they just kind of play around that bridge. I don't know how, but somehow they'll play around that bridge.
Because it's still usually such a terrible way to attack anyway.
It's just used like as a split option.
Yeah. Was it one of the Yuri tournament ones where I think it might have been Tim versus Marco, where Tim was like, "I want to see your base." It was on Cold War, and he ran over there. He hadn't been able to scout, and so
Uh,
he sent all of his tanks over the bridge to the bottom right,
uh-huh.
and he bumped into 3 sentries that were placed exactly right across the entrance to the bridge. He could
Oh,
literally not get in because there was
oh
3
yeah,
sentries.
yeah. Yeah. It's right next to the oil, yeah.
Yep, that one. You loading?
Nope.
Oh, wonder what that is.
Here, I'll just change the map. I've already changed the settings. Luckily we have a. Wait, is this the same map? It might be the same one in standard. There's a 3v3 version and a regular one. We'll try this one. Destroyable ridges off. This off. All right, we'll see if this works. Dun-dun. Here we go.
Back on
And
allies.
we have liftoff, ladies and gentlemen. At least I didn't get the error. And it looks like nobody else did either. So
Nice.
finally, we get to move along this game. All right, so Tim's sticking with allied, so that's good. That's smart of him. Matt's on the top left, and we have Tim on the top right. So allies versus allies on the top here. Left versus right. Well, it's actually corners, but allies on the top, I should say. Max is on the bottom right, and Miko's on the bottom left. This time around, they don't switch spots. Uh, Again, last series, we saw Frank and Sanders switch spots, I believe. Was it like
Yeah,
that?
yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Uh,
so.
yeah, 'cause top side's a little bit harder. I mean, bottom side is a little bit harder for allies, and I think the top side's easier for allies. So they don't swap, they don't do any funny business this game.
Oh, I saw one from Tim there. Oh, they're communicating. Did you see the one from Tim?
Uh-uh.
Ah, good. Okay, I'm seeing some allied chat.
Okay.
So Tim's saying go one. I think this suits Miko's quite well because he's now got what can be close enough to a one-on-one against Max. If Tim decides to pressure Matt.
And Matt also saying the same thing. He's saying going one.
Okay. Yeah. I hardly ever go 0 as allies.
Yeah, me neither.
So I want the economy for the Rockies and that.
Yep. All right, Miko's. You'd have to expect Miko's to be so fucking scared. Oh, sorry, language. So scared of those drones because he has not gone a game without getting droned. One of his minors has always been droned.
Yeah.
Oh, he sees that drone right now. He's scared.
And that's a success as well. At least even delaying it this long, the getting drone bit.
Yeah. If he can delay it enough to put out his like third refinery, I'd say even investing in a depot is a good idea at this point, you know, because you can always use the depot again later on, just in case you do get droned. The worst time to get droned is when you're midway of like a building, like refinery or something, and having to cancel that. Oh my god, that hurts so bad.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Oh, he kills the drone.
Kill it.
Huh, nice. And Tim and right into Matt's base here.
Tim do, and he's got the 2 IFVs and the same tank count and the same Rocky count. So it feels like Matt actually went 2 miners there to me.
It's gonna have to be a micro fight here. Whoever has the better micro. We saw the same battle here. What you're seeing right now, we saw it on Heck, and Matt ended out on top.
Okay.
The exact same battle. So we'll see like nothing but micro here if they're in this position. Oh. Little
Miko's
sneaky.
going to run out of ore very quickly if it doesn't move, I think.
Tim sold his MCV. Miko sold his MCV as well.
Yeah.
So right side or Max moved his MCV. He didn't sell it this time around. And Matt still has his MCV as well. So is he gonna put a Patriot missile?
Dog action going on at the bottom.
Tim pushing in.
Our ally is under
versus sentries.
Tim loses all of his air. Matt's losing his air too, though.
Great defense from Max here.
Ooh.
Using the mine and all.
Our ally is under attack.
Nice defense by Matt as well. Looks like these pillboxes are helping him out a lot. But Tim's coming out on top. So all Mikos needs to do is hold. Right now, Tim should be telling Mikos, I win, hold.
Yep.
Oh shit, there's a paradrop at Tim's base. Ooh, Matt didn't see it. He probably could have sniped that War Factory down. That would have made it so much easier for Max to win.
Yeah. Oh wow. Elite IFB and all.
Our ally is under attack.
Yeah. So what do you do as Mikos right now? I think, in my opinion, he should have pulled those miners back. He should have pulled all his units back and just kind of held.
Turtle up. Yeah.
The worst thing you want to do is give, when you're dying, you know you're dead, is to give your opponent veterans. Because then you're just setting your teammate up for failure. But Tim's so far,
Elite IFBs.
yeah, Tim's so far ahead right now with these 2 elite IFVs.
He's talking in general.
Our
Not.
ally is under attack.
Yeah, well,
Allied chatting.
Matt's dead, so he can't really say it in private anymore.
Oh, I see. Oh, he's yeah. Okay, I thought he was Tim. Okay. Wow, is that 4-3?
That is 4-3.
Beauty.
Oh, looks like Team 1 only practiced to best out of 7. They forgot the rest of them. Just kidding. Just kidding. Spam drones, Dumbo. That was nice. Yeah, so in situations like that where Tim or whenever anybody wins or is in a winning position, they usually, or I usually would say to Stefan or whoever my ally is, just hold, I win, or mention that you're gonna win soon. That little communication really helps out a lot because it dictates what your opponent should do. Uh, should I be more aggressive? Should I just hold? You know, so if you're winning, there's no reason for me to go and sacrifice myself or risk losing. You know, so I should just hold now, the best that I can, and that's it.
And like you were saying, it would literally have been worth Miko's even sort of moving his miners back to a massively turtly position just to pick off as many tanks as possible.
Yeah,
Not that they needed it, but you can get away with stuff like that, can't you?
exactly. So Tim really showing that he can play really nice allies. So besting Matt's allies.
Yeah, I'm liking it. Yeah, he had 2 IFVs versus Matt's 1. He had 4 Rockies versus Matt's 3. He had I think 6 tanks or 5 tanks versus Matt's 5 or 4 at the
Yeah,
start.
Player defeated.
Presumably just because he'd gone 1 less miner and he'd sold his MCV, but that really played into a really, you know, good win.
yeah, it gave him the advantage for sure to pull ahead. Even the paradrops landed. They both landed at the same time, but it looked like Matt's paradrops took some damage before they actually hit all the way down. Because, like you mentioned, he had Rocketeers and he had IFVs. So, as the paradrops dropped, I think he lost like a couple of them. So, even more fodder as well, along with everything else that he had.
Yeah.
All right, so what are we looking at this game? Another corner game?
Top
Or
versus
we have
bottom, isn't it?
top versus bottom. Yep. Top versus bottom, and it looks like Allied is on the right side again. So both Allied players on the right side, which is the best thing that you can want in this case. Like you were mentioning earlier, I think it's best for Tim to kind of be on the same side where Matt's at.
Yeah, that seems to work out well. I'm a bit worried about Miko's though, because Miko's and Max are on the left side, and I think on this map it's going to be difficult for him to use like a fodder advantage to make a big difference early on. He's gone 1 miner, top, both going 1 miner at least.
I see.
But the sort of the choke points, it makes it difficult for the Soviets on the left to actually move around and sort of
Yeah, I see what you mean.
on each other.
All that fodder might not be able to go through this ore patch on the left side.
Yeah. It looks like Max is
Beacon
getting set up to
detected.
just chuck a refinery
Our
down in
ally
that ore
is
patch
under
though, so
attack.
maybe Mikos can snipe some tanks.
Matt doing a good job at sniping the Miko's drone.
Oh yeah, nice.
Sends a drone. Is that the only drone we see now? I can't find Max's drone. It looks like it probably died earlier on. Looks like there were some shots here by the bridge. Oh, don't touch the bridge.
It's destroyable. Destroyable. It's on.
Yeah, they can't destroy it.
They can't destroy it. Okay.
Uh-uh. Alright, so let's look
Like
at this
the,
eco
arrow.
here. Top right has 5 miners, and he's spamming a shitload of Rocketeers now. Bottom right has 6 miners, so he has 1 miner more than Matt. On the bottom left, we have 5 miners, 2 war factories. Top left, 5 miners as well, 2 war factories. All around, it looks pretty even, more
Yep.
or less. Ooh, Matt, good positioning right here. Oh, he
I
retreats
love that
immediately.
Tim's got 3 IFVs though. He's got 3 IFVs, and that's like a pre-veto on Matt making any like winning the Rocky build-up
Yeah,
because that's so difficult to beat.
I agree. And not only that, he's containing Matt's Rockies. So because Matt usually runs his Rocketeers all around the map, you know. So him having these IFVs following those Rocketeers kind of keeps him at bay from helping his teammate. Because Matt would have those Rocketeers all over Miko's ass right now if Tim wasn't around like this. There's a nice
And Matt's arrow's
paradrop.
getting cleaned up.
Where did Tim's paradrop go?
I've been looking for it. Oh, they both teched as well. I don't know where Tim says.
Huh. I only see one
But they're
paradrop
both
down
flat.
by Matt. Oh, Miko's trying to put in some pressure. Look, we're gonna have a full team battle here. 4 players in this little mid area.
And
Wonder how
Mikos
that
does
will.
have a radar, so he can get some desos out soon.
So both players, yeah, both allied players making Mirage tanks, and Tim has an ore purifier already, so he's an advantage because of that, I want to say.
Yeah.
However, on the right side, he's running out of ore. He is mining on the middle now, so no more ore on the right, far right side. Whereas Matt still has a shitload of ore on the right side. Oh,
Where does he have to go to get his more ore? He has to go down to the bottom.
yeah, bottom side. It looks like Matt's trying to pick off a little bit of the Mirage tanks here with the Rocketeers. Really
I think the
scary
problem
position.
here is that Matt's going to be more used to using Mirages than I suspect that Tim is.
I can
Whereas
see
Grizzly
that.
things sort of half treat them as rhinos. Mirages are sort of, I think, another kettle of fish, aren't they? But I see no desos from Max. Max is doing his 3 war factory thing. Oh, he does have a radar. Okay.
Miko's has some desos right now too, and he has them next to his flex. I wonder if he's gonna try to help out, do a little deso bomb or something. Ooh, we got some
Yeah.
prism tanks coming out as well. Oh, and a chronosphere.
See, what I think that Tim should do now is really go all in on the Rockies, because if he wins that Rocky fight and there's no flak from Matt, he's going to clean up those tech tanks. And he's actually got a Rocky advantage. Has he got a Rocky advantage? He might have
Yeah,
a slight Rocky advantage.
it looks like it. Oh, he's splitting his Rocketeers. He's splitting his tanks. Okay, here we go. We get to see some action going on now. How well can these guys control their units now? Oh, he loses both his IFVs already. Yeah, and the Rocketeers are going to do a shitload of damage right there. No IFVs, no
But
defense.
they are split.
He's bringing in more Rocketeers. Oh man, this is all of Tim's army on the right side.
Yeah.
Does he take this fight? He took the refinery already. Matt can't pick up this ore now.
at the GIs from Tim. There's
Yeah,
so
it's
many.
just a shitload of them. I think those prism tanks are gonna destroy that though.
Yeah.
Oh, nice Patriot missile. He can't attack there now with those Rocketeers. Meanwhile, on the left side, Miko's little Kirov action. Not sure if that's gonna do anything or reach its destination before it gets dropped down.
Oh yeah. Oh, look at that Deso bomb on the right. That did so much damage.
Oh, was that
To,
on Matt?
I think to Matt. Yeah.
Oh wow, that
I didn't
was
see it happen.
Miko's, huh?
Yeah, it was Miko's.
Nice.
We saw
Okay.
a 2v2 teamwork thing.
Finally, yes, Miko's. This is what we like to see. Oh god, yeah. They need to do something pretty quick because that Iron Curtain's gonna be ready soon. Oh, he chronos. He misses. He misses the chrono. Oh, and he's getting sniped here. He's losing. Oh shit, it's worse than a Deso bomb. He loses most of his units there, and he whiffed his chronosphere as well. Mikos has IC. He needs to use his IC before Max has his IC ready. IC drones?
Ally is under attack.
Yeah, he's gonna go IC drones here. These IC drones are gonna do so much damage. Like you mentioned, Rockies. Whoever wins this Rocky wins the rest of the fight.
It's like Tim's doing pretty well. Got elites and all.
Yeah.
Has to be a Patriot, to be honest here. 2 leaks. Yep, there goes the Patriot.
Here comes Max's IC drones now. Uh-oh. Oh no, he just lost all his Rockies. IC drones for Max. That's devastating. That's a lot of tanks losing or being lost right now.
Oh, heaps of prism tanks right next to the icy drones from Tim. That's so many prism tanks. That he has to play a completely different style now with this many prism tank.
The best case scenario right now is what I think is wait for your IC, Miko's wait for IC. Chrono's almost ready. Chrono those prism tanks right in between the nuke and the battle lab. He can take out all that shit with prism tanks if he ICs them.
Yeah.
He chronos them over there. Nope. He uses chronos on his own tanks and IC on his own tanks and not the best IC either.
But in this allied versus allied thing, I think the most prism tanks.
Don't do it, Mikos. Come back.
Do it. Oh,
He uses his chrono again and whiffs it.
missed it. Got an IFE.
That's 2 whiffs with that chronosphere. That's not good. And
I think he needs to jump his Rockies in.
Max's IC drones again. Maybe Tim could have made a couple IFVs, NG IFVs I should say.
Yeah. Oh, do they fix IC drones?
What do you mean?
An NGIFV?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Fix an IC drone?
yeah.
Really?
Mhm.
Wow. Wow, that's massive.
At the end of the day, super weapons lost these guys the game. They had it full control, and they even had super weapons before their opponents, but they just didn't use their super weapons as good as Miko's. I mean, as good as Matt did.
Yeah. I think that's probably German or Dutch for something that was a fail.
Oh.
Yeah, 2 chronos getting 1 IFV. I saw the last chrono getting 1 IFV. Oh, Miko's nuking just because, you know. I think it's Miko's.
Yeah,
it is.
he nuked all of Matt's base. I'm telling you, man. I think that Chrono IC would have been so devastating against against Max. If he would have IC'd these prism tanks right here, he could have killed the battle lab first, and then he would have sniped the fucking the reactor, the nuke, the IC, his MCV, maybe even all of his war factories.
Yeah. I would never have thought to do that. I think that's quite a big team play tactic. I mean, on the one hand, you've got Iron Curtaining someone else's tanks, and then you've got Chronoing someone else's tank. I like that. That is the kind of thing that I guess wouldn't occur. Wouldn't occur to someone that wasn't used to the 2v2 thing.
Yeah. His second IC as well, though, was kind of a whiff. He didn't really touch any of Max's tanks with his second IC. He just kind of chased them, ran out of IC, and came back.
Oh yeah, Max doing good, sort of running away or something. That's a nice scoreline. How many maps, I wonder, are in Miko's and Tim's collective sort of comfort zone
I wonder.
versus Max and Matt?
I wonder. Well, Mikos can't play 2v2 on Tikal, so that rules that one out.
On what Tikal?
Yeah, it's one of his. It was one of his most played maps in Xmas. He would play it like
Okay.
at least 2 times a series. You would love that.
How's that spelled?
Tikal.
Tikal. Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't know if you. It has like an oil on each side, and this big old kind of like, what is that pyramid thing in the center? Capturable pyramid thing,
Oh,
kind of like Tournier.
the Aztec sort of
Yeah.
whatever it's called thing. Yeah. Okay. Nice. City under siege. Is that even in the pool?
I think it is. This is Tikal, by the way, just in case.
What? Oh, hang on. Let me download. Oh, okay. Yep. You put City under siege in the Tawny pool.
No,
You
I
sick,
didn't. Did I?
sick bastard.
No, I did it. I know.
Oh no, it's not there. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
Josh wanted it. He recommended it, and I was like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this in the 2v2 thing. But if both players are willing, I said I wouldn't care any map that they want to play as long as they're both willing.
Okay, nice. Yeah. Who won on jungle last time?
Tim and Miko's won.
Okay, cool.
It was when Miko's hit Matt's base. Remember, he could have gone for the miners or the war factories. He ended up hitting the war factories a couple times.
Okay.
I need revenge on it. Zane, yeah, you do bring up a good point. The reason I said that they could snipe out the Prism tanks could snipe out what's his name Max's battle lab was because I was in the impression that there was shield, but this is Red Alert 2. There is no shield, so he could have just gone in without even killing the battle lab. That would have been a waste of time. Then he could have killed the IC, he could have killed the nuke, he could have killed his MCV. Good point. Good point.
I'm gonna be back 1 second.
Okay. Alright, so we got Max on the bottom left, and we got Tim on the top left. Top right, we got Miko's, and the bottom right, we got Matt. So we got a corner game going. No, wait, sorry. Top versus bottom. But this time in jungle, Matt decides to go allies. Last game, he ended up going Soviets in jungle, which they ended up losing. So rematch, and now he's allies. I think this is one of Matt and Max's favorite maps for 2v2s. On their top 3 list, it's usually Heck or this, and maybe Coldest, they'd say. And I agree with all of them. They're all nice maps. Yeah, so Max is definitely in on mic with Matt, and he's
Oh,
just
you
telling.
weren't there. We're talking.
Oh, there you are. Yeah, Matt just said K, but Max hasn't said anything.
Oh, yeah.
So it looks like Matt doesn't have a mic, so he's just listening to
Our
Max.
ally is under attack.
Nice. Me and Nick tied that one game with me going on mic. But it's not quite as good, I don't think, as both players being able to say.
Yeah, it's definitely better to communicate, both of you. Ooh, almost kills it. Ooh, Miko's coming in. Here comes the aggression of Miko's early on.
Our ally is under attack.
Meanwhile, on the left side, just kind of building up. So the right side where all the action is right now. Matt has a couple pillboxes already. Just gonna defend here. Miko's with 4 miners and also Matt with 5 miners though. So he has 1 miner ahead of Miko's on the right side. Tim dropping the paradrop on Matt's base, picking off his Rocketeers as he tries to defend.
Oh,
Pretty nice.
that's really nice. Oh, this flag.
Oh, so it's a wash. Both allied players lose their entire Rockies, all their Rockies.
I'll show them. Bloody allies.
I guess let's see how they're doing. 6 miners for Tim. Matt says he's teching. Max has 3 war factories already. 2 war factories only for Tim, so he needs to play. He's gonna have to play some pretty good defense against a shitload of tanks pretty soon.
I think, honestly, from the games we've seen tonight, I think Max was actually born with 3 war factories. I don't think he's ever not had 3 war factories.
That's true. He does. He has 3 war factories in like just about every game.
Yeah. And sooner than you'd think that he'd have them as well. I like it. Seems to work for him.
Tim respects it. Puts some prisms down. He's already setting himself up defensively. There's a lot of Rocketeers coming from Matt. Oh, never mind. He pulls them back. I was gonna say, Tim doesn't have any anti-air at the moment, so.
Got an IFE just out. Just out.
Oh, okay. I guess he realizes some Rockies were headed his way. Oh, little base trade action going on. I don't know if Matt can take this. There's Desos at Miko's base. Para going top left. What do you think of Miko's putting another flat cannon around his refineries there on the 2nd level, building a couple of Desos, and forcing a base trade?
Oh, so he goes straight down towards Max's base.
Yes.
Ouch. I like it. Oh, he might be thinking it as well. He's moving down a bit, and he's got the Desos out.
Yeah, he has 3 Desos around his base, kind of scattered as well. So.
Yeah. But Max has got Desos as well.
Ooh, Deso bomb here. Hey, not the worst Deso bomb. He didn't get the Mirage tanks, but he got all the fodder there, and he did get a couple of tanks injured. If he has another Deso bomb in there, that would be great.
Our ally is under attack.
Matt always does a pretty good job at killing all those Desos, defending his tanks without getting without getting Deso bombed. I guess the exception is Cavern, since Miko's probably was sneaky.
Yeah, that was nice. I didn't see that coming. I just went over there and suddenly there was a Miko's Deso.
Yeah, same here. That's when you called it, I was like, wait, what? Shitload of Rocketeers at Tim's base. Only 1 IFE to defend.
And this really hurts because Tim deciding not to make a significant number of Rockies again means that he doesn't have the mobility to do the same thing to Matt.
Yep. That's a
Although he's doing really well. Oh wow, look at Max.
yeah. Max is gonna do what I was talking about. He's setting up his base with Desos, putting flat cannons all around, and it looks like he's gonna go for a base race here. They're gonna double team Mikos. Mikos has to set up with Desos though. He can hold. He should be able to hold both of them off.
Nikos has a Deso bomb ready to go with 5 Desos.
Another para coming to top left.
Oh yeah, that could easily go unnoticed.
It looks like it is going unnoticed. That
Oh, but
pillbox though.
there's balls
Oh, he
there.
sees it. He sees it. Oh, wait, Mikos. Mikos losing his army. He doesn't see this.
Oh,
No, 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 don't deploy. Keep him alive. Keep him alive. There is no reason to deploy. No units there.
that's rough. That was a few Desos. Nikos does have a really healthy Deso count though. Probably wants to. Oh no, that's big. Tim
Yeah.
losing his Rockies there.
Kirov reporting.
Who's made the Kirov?
That is Mikos.
What do you think about making a Kirov into Rockies? Because I just don't think.
I think it's a waste.
Yeah.
Yeah, straight up.
Reporting.
Oh wow. What do you think about making?
What do you? That's hilarious. All right. Well, I mean, I hope he puts them into good work, but it's already dying. Hasn't even reached halfway yet. I guess it's kind of halfway. Oh shit! Look at this. Look at Tim's base, or I mean Tim's tanks. He's gonna lose them all here, though.
Yeah.
Wait, does he lose them?
Tim's
Yeah, he's.
Nikos to press.
Our ally is under attack.
Oh, yep.
Meanwhile, on the left side, can he hold this? I don't think he can hold this.
The
That's-
Grizzlies may as well not exist.
Yeah, it's too many tanks. Then again, bottom left, he's not attacking his base. He's just
Our ally is under attack.
going all the way to the left side.
Oh, that was just half of them. Okay. Miko's pushing in here. Doesn't seem to have any Desos left.
Looks pretty bad for Tim though.
Oh no. Miko's doing Deso your own stuff.
Uh-oh. Did the other
Supposed to
Kirov
be
die already?
battle, Of course, not Deso your own tanks.
Oh shit. Meanwhile, on the top right, his base is getting shit on by Rockies. Or I mean by Paris.
I don't think the Kirovs were the right call.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think,
That feels like more of a QM type build.
yeah, I think he would have been better off if he made a battle lab already just to make an IC. He could have made an IC and then really done a really good job with Deso bombs there. IC Deso bombs. They can go right into in the middle of all the Mirage tanks.
Oh wow. Yeah. Look at this V3 though, getting value in the middle of those tanks.
Alright, let's see the Kirov do some damage here.
Control shift Mikos. It's not control shifting. That's not over,
Oh,
is it? It's only 6-3.
Player defeated.
not over yet.
Player defeated.
4 more, yep. I'm sure Matt has something to say about that.
They're 6-3. Oh, I see. You did have something to say about that.
He did.
That felt like another close game to me. Yeah, I watched some of your games against Zukov. That was cool.
Oh, it's just going back to back to back to back games.
Yeah, but that just looked like an interesting series as well because you could see the big difference in the styles. But I think, yeah, the splitting stuff. Did you keep a record of what the score was there?
I didn't. I think it was like 5-4 or something,
Yeah,
5-5. I don't know. It was very close. I didn't keep track of
yeah,
it, but it's in my stream. I can always.
yeah.
It was very
I
close
think
though.
I tuned in shortly after it started. Some cool
Yeah,
games.
he got me pretty damn good a couple times. He's solid as hell.
Yeah.
Divide and conquer. Oh, sorry. He did
Oh,
inj
nice.
he did injure me and alt me a couple times too, which I'm not complaining about, but
I saw that. Yeah,
well deserved since I wasn't able to stop it.
yeah.
Be right back real quick.
Cool.
All right, I'm back.
Nice. Tim picking America again.
Wait, this is okay.
They can win. They can. I think they're favored a little bit to win when Matt goes Soviets.
Yeah, but on this map, do you think so?
I don't have a massive problem with. I mean,
No, he goes. Look, he goes Soviets. Matt's gonna go Korea now. Watch.
okay,
Matt will go
yeah.
Korea.
But what happens when Tim switches back?
It's gonna be that Soviet Korea Allied Go thing. That's the situation I was talking about.
So now Tim goes America, right?
Yep. It has to be this back and forth. He doesn't want him playing Korea. Oh, all right. No, he's gonna go for it.
Oh, he's locked it.
All right.
Beauty.
So early air as Korea, huh? Versus uh do you think he will go early air as America? Or do you think
No,
he'll go um straight war and spam a couple IVs?
I think Tim tends to do the War Factory IFVs thing, doesn't he?
He does. He did it on the hack game. He did think he was
But
gonna go air.
but I don't know about against Korea. Have we seen Tim America against Matt Korea yet?
Not yet, not in this series at least.
So maybe he doesn't do IFVs because of the Eagles.
Mm. Oh, so it
They
looks
just
like
play
Matt's
it.
kind of preparing himself. He's telling Max to drone the Allied's IFVs.
Oh,
We'll need help versus mass IFVs if Allies bottom left, he says.
and Allies is in fact bottom left. Okay.
Alright, so I
Yeah,
know
match
we're.
point.
What are we looking at? Sorry, I wasn't even paying attention. Miko's
Left
top,
left
Max.
versus right.
Okay, left versus right. Left versus right. Nice. So early air for
So,
sure for
so
Matt.
I did go earlier. Wow, I don't. I'm surprised, but okay.
And Tim,
Will he
the
respond? Oh, okay, he's gone the sound, the eyepiece.
it's easier to control shift in my opinion as with IFEs than flex. You can, in my opinion, you can dodge easier. I don't know why. It just feels right. And then on
Yeah.
top of that, the IFEs are shooting back at you. So, like this shit,
Beacon detected.
it's harder for you to
Oh, yeah,
maintain.
yep. Longer range, eh?
Oh, look at that drone.
Our ally is under attack.
He takes one of them down, and he drones. Yeah. So Max only supported with one drone on the bottom. And one drone actually lands into Miko's miner. I didn't see that.
You can kind of assume it by this stage in the
Our ally
series.
is under attack.
Yeah, it's gonna be a natural thing. It's always gonna happen type thing. So both left side players selling their MCV.
I like
But
that. They've got a plan,
Our ally
basically.
is under attack.
it's looking pretty bad for Matt on the bottom side. He loses his war factory with only 2 tanks available.
Our ally
Meanwhile,
is under attack.
Miko's
Our
not
ally
breaking
oh
down.
wait, he Ingies his AFC again. And he has a jet with it. He shoots a tank. He shoots a tank with it.
Beacon detected.
Oh no, that's a paradrop. That's an Ingie. That's
brilliant.
tanks. That's Rockies in your base. What do you do if you're Matt at this point? What can you do?
Our ally is under attack.
So
Range
Miko's on the
quit.
top. Just hold. That's all you gotta do at this moment, right?
Our ally is under attack.
I love that. I like it because at the point where they both sell, they both obviously communicated, they know what they're doing, they have a plan that they're working to. Even if it's a plan such as like sell MCV Rush, it's not just, oh wow, look at top
Our
there.
ally is under attack.
Oh, is he gonna kill it?
Oh, he's gonna get it.
Player.
Ah, he does. That's funny.
Oh.
But yeah, I agree. As long as they have a plan, whatever plan they have, as long as they're in the same page, lose together in the same page is better than losing when you're not knowing what your teammate's doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's crazy, man. That was a good attack. Nice engineer. This is the second engineer we see from Miko's actually, both times. Oh
I
shit,
love it.
sorry. I didn't update the score. The score is now 6-4. No mercy now. Okay, does that mean we're gonna see engineer come out from Matt?
Well, do you think that Tim+Mikoz can somehow bait Matt into going Soviets? Because if I think if they can do that, they can win the series.
Well, Matt's not feeling comfortable with Korea now, so they're at least forcing him out of that early air Korea pressure.
Yeah.
And you know how the first 2 games went. It was completely one-sided. So
Yeah.
getting them off of Korea and you being America is your best choice right now. So Snow Valley,
Yeah.
huh? Snow Valley? What do you want to see? Heck game or Snow Valley game?
Snow Valley would be fun. Bit different.
Okay,
Heck's my favourite to play on, but I like Snow Valley as a map.
we'll leave it here for now. See what they say, since it is kind of their call.
Oh, you're hosting. Yeah. Yeah, America's on Snow Valley. Be interesting. I think that the Allied play thing might favour Matt a little bit here, though.
It is his favorite, one of his favorite maps as well. So it's a comfort pick for him.
Okay, yeah. It feels like it'd be a little easier for him to take on if it's good spots for him, or at least
Yeah.
left versus right, top versus bottom. Whereas I think Tim is definitely able to make stuff happen. No, to be fair, they both teched on the other game, didn't? Oh, press ready. They both teched on the other game. Both had mirages, prisms, all that sort of stuff. So Yeah.
Do you think we'll see tech this game? If it's top versus bottom, I think that maybe, but I think chances are we're gonna see like a corner slash left versus right.
Left versus right, you can still see tech, can't you?
I guess you
But
can.
I agree, you can't. You can't really see that. I think Grizzlies left versus right aren't very good. Grizzlies top versus bottom feel a bit better because you've got more things you can do.
Mm-hmm.
The way that the oars sort of laid out against rhinos, that is. I don't know.
Yeah, Perez here are pretty important too. Positioning, even keeping them on the cliffs. Like on spot 2, keeping them on that cliff. Even spot 3 by the ore, kind of zoning out with Perez everywhere. Pretty smart here. I think that's one of the reasons why Matt likes this map, because he can fly around and post himself everywhere, and he can camp easily here, and we all know that Matt likes camping more or less.
Yeah. If your spot 2 is your first para usually defensive on that little cliff thing.
I like to keep my Paras defensive. I wouldn't put them, yeah, on the center cliff in between spot 2 and 1. That's where I would want to put my Paras early on.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
While also making my own a couple of GIs on the cliff below me on spot 2. Like maybe
Oh,
3 or
okay.
4.
Yeah.
On the bottom side though, where would you put your first para? Right on the center, or do you think that they would attack with them?
I'm too used to using my para offensively and usually losing it, to be fair.
Yeah.
I'd probably on the bottom choke of the middle.
Okay, yeah. That's probably like what I'd do. All right, so top versus bottom. So you were right. We might actually see another tech game today, or this match.
Nice. Okay.
I think that teching is going in favor of Max and Matt though. We saw
Yeah.
Mikoz and Tim play with their super weapons. Granted, it was just one game. We can't decide how bad they are with them, but they played pretty damn bad with the super weapons. They didn't put them to good use.
Yeah, that was a shame. The chrono missing. Tim realised that it missed a lot as well, I think.
Yeah,
Look at Matt's build at top right. He's gone early air, but he's put it in such a way as he can immediately stretch down to the second level for ore. That's really cool, I think.
it's nice build order there.
And I suspect Tim's doing his 2 or 3 IFVs again at the start. But presumably Max has got a drone on the way down.
Yep, and he already targeted the IFE.
Oh, wow. See, that's really nice. They've got the flak, but they don't have the sentry.
Oh. Alright, so they killed
Only gets one.
yeah, not bad. It's not as easy to do this when you're America, because obviously your Harrier can't kill the flak or the IFE. He didn't even shoot, by the way. The Harrier had his load still. He didn't shoot it once.
Oh, nice. Is an IFV slightly more expensive than a flak?
Flaks are 5, aren't
600
they?
versus 5. I think an IFV might be 6. I might be lying. I don't know.
Huh. Yeah, flaks are 5 though, right? For sure.
That's what I think. Yeah.
And then I don't know. Now you're making me question whether IFVs are 6.
I've just got this vague suspicion that that was another unfairness that was added.
Oh, to the Allies versus Soviet combo.
Yeah. I don't complain. I prefer playing Allies versus Soviets a lot of the time. And I think now I'm really enjoying nowadays, especially in 2v2, how well Allies are being represented. It's just,
it seems like the team with an allied player has been in, I guess, in the advantage most of the time.
yeah. So Allies are overpowered, which I love.
Confirmed.
Yeah. Oh, a nice one from Tim. Taking the middle right away. So that's where his first paradrop goes. It goes to earn him the middle. It's like
Smart.
yeah. Is Mikoz? Yes.
And there's Matt's first paradrop right in between.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Matt pushing bottom right. Mikoz sees it.
As long as Tim and Mikoz have middle, there's no real incentive for them to push up to the point where Matt's first paradrop will be useful, though. I don't think.
Yep, you're right. You're kind of just going to play around this middle area here. Now, when I look at the right side right now, from an observer's perspective, I think that the easiest thing that Mikoz could do would make a couple drones on there and put a flat cannon by his war factory. This will prevent Matt from ever coming on this side. If he has like 3 drones, just 3 drones, or even a couple tanks and a sentry gun, Matt can't keep pushing this way.
Yeah, Grizzlies can't really attack into drones, can they?
Nah, dude, they're very weak against drones. You put a flat cannon there just to protect yourself from the Rockies, and I think you're set on that side.
Yeah.
Ooh, left side. Nice paradrop by Matt. Picks off Tim's war factory. Mikoz, oh, he catches him off guard this time though. He kills most of Matt's tanks. Matt only has 3 tanks right now. Mikoz has like 7 right now, so he needs to use this tank advantage anywhere, somewhere. Put it to good use. That's a shitload of tanks though from Max. Max 3 war factories, of course.
He can't push through middle though, because Tim's got so many pills in middle. I'm starting to get worried for him.
He's going right around though. It's a lot of tanks for him.
Yeah.
Mikoz needs to
Yeah.
definitely help. Right now, I think if Mikoz can send like 4 tanks to Max's base, it would be really, really smart and really good. Because he out-tanks right side pretty damn good already. Oh, he split off some tanks to the side. Is he going to do it?
2 tanks waiting there to do their charitable act of the day.
Whatever he does, he needs to do it quick. He needs to help out Tim. Either send tanks to help Tim out or send tanks to attack Max, which is going to help Tim out. He needs something.
And he's got just enough, I think, on the right to hold off. Yeah, nice.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
I think Tim's low power, but no longer.
Here comes the tanks again on the right side.
Oh, but
Ah,
now
nice
it's
Rockies.
More
Yeah.
Rockies than Tim. That's
Oh.
gonna be a problem.
Yeah, he kills them all. Oh, he's pushing right in the middle.
Our ally is under attack.
Miko's doing an alright job supporting Tim in the middle here. I don't know if they're going to be able to though. Max has a lot of tanks there.
I think Miko's needs to be further out though. I mean, if they're
Yeah.
fighting,
He was kind of in the back end of that fight too. Yeah, he didn't take many shots or do much damage. Yeah, I think Tim loses all this. He needs to sell all this and retreat. Oh, look at that paradrop on the bottom left at Tim's base, by the way, just sitting there.
Miko's knocking out all of Max tanks here, but Max has got so many tanks. See, Tim's dropping a para on top of Matt's para on the
Yeah, it just immediately dies.
Yeah. I guess that's what Defender's Advantage is all about. Man,
What's up?
I wanted to see that go on further.
Yeah, same here. Maybe another game or two.
Yeah. That was good games. I mean, 7-4, I think, is a respectable score
Oh yeah.
against what I assume is probably the best 2v2 team nowadays. Sorry. after Red and Stefan.
Of course, that's. Well, I mean, I can.
Second best to be
The
fair.
thing is, I can't even say that anymore because they just sent us to the losers bracket, so I can't even back myself up and say, yeah, of course, that's definitely
yeah.
right. But
I'm looking forward to seeing you guys fight each other again. To be honest.
yeah, hopefully we'll put up a better fight next time. Not gonna say that we only lost because of this reason, but Stefan wasn't feeling it all the way as well. He was hungover and stuff. But
Yep.
we're hyped, and we're gonna try to get it to the finals. We'll see if we can. That's a long road still. We look at the bracket here. I'm gonna pop it up here on the stream. So very, very, very well played here by both teams. Good games. 7-4. Team 1 advances. So they're already in the finals in the winner side.